Hello, and thank you for joining us today. It is my pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the IEEE to today's virtual event, Investing in Your Future, the Importance of Continuing Education. My name is Ingrid Donnelly, Product Manager, Continuing Education with IEEE Educational Activities. I'm joined today by Jennifer McLean, Senior Manager of Education Products, also with the IEEE Educational Activities, and Tara McNally, Education Services Senior Program Manager with IEEE Communications Society. This session is held in conjunction with IEEE Education Week. You can find more events and resources at educationweek.ieee.org. Before we begin, please note a few items. All modules on your screen are resizable and movable, so feel free to adjust them to make the most out of your space. At the bottom of your screen are helpful buttons. Please click the yellow question mark for technical support. If you have questions for the presenters, please click the orange-red Q&A icon. We will answer as many questions as time allows. A digital certificate is available for all participants who attend at least 10 minutes of today's event. Click the purple icon to obtain your certificate. The on-demand link for today's event will be emailed to all registrants approximately 2 hours after today's session. Finally, if you'd like to post about this event on social media, please use the hashtag education@IEEE. On the agenda for today, we'll discuss the challenges engineers and tech professionals face, why it's so important for engineers and tech professionals to invest in their continuing education, how companies and managers can support their workforce, and what are IEEE's solutions to these challenges. Let's discuss some of these challenges. I think we all are finding in today's corporate environment, specifically those of you who are in engineering and technology, it is a must to master cross-disciplinary concepts, to possess transferable skills so you can contribute to multifunctional teams and achieve career advancement and long-term career success. There are always gaps between formal education and practical application. Some contributors to these gaps can be evolving technologies, which all of you know rapidly change. Staying current with industry's trends is essential. Another is changing expectations. In 2022, for example, when the global pandemic hit, we were essentially forced to change our expectations, which may have led you to reappraising your career and pivoting your mindset from checkers to chess, because most jobs just don't translate entirely from formal education. How does one identify an emerging leader in the engineering workforce? To identify emerging leaders, these skills, just to name a few, must be evident. Once these skills are identified, the business skills and business acumen can later be acquired. But what about these skills? Great technical leaders also have to manage teams, have skills in project management, emotional intelligence, and strategic thinking. Business skills are career skills in any industry and at any level, even more so as you advance in your careers. If you want to move into leadership or management role, skill enhancement is necessary. Functional expertise does not necessarily prepare you for leadership roles. Our goal is to emphasize the importance of continuing education and professional development to both employers and employees. While technology is transformative, our technical workforce, you are developing today's groundbreaking advancements, and you must have access to the right continuing education to lead teams with excellence and enhance your own careers. And why? Why should engineers invest in their continuing education? stay current or refresh knowledge, gain new insight into emerging technologies, confidence boost, stay competitive in the marketplace, and develop skills to develop professionally. So, what are some of the skills that great technical leaders must have to fill those gaps and help engineers move throughout their careers? Engineers are being tasked with learning more than just technical skills. Understand what are business skills that will help separate you from your other colleagues and become more on the leadership and managerial path. Effective communication. Technical professionals often have to communicate complex ideas and concepts to non-technical stakeholders. Strong communication skills enable them to convey technical information clearly and persuasively, fostering better understanding and collaboration. Essential business skills alongside of technical expertise enhances the effectiveness, versatility, and success of the tech professional in today's competitive and rapidly changing business landscape, all leading to organizations promoting within and establishing succession plans. Speaking to managers, we wanted to share some data and statistics that help reinforce the importance of professional development for employees. In 2022, Gartner reported 70% employees believe they lack the skills needed to do their job. 94% of employees shared with LinkedIn that they stay longer at a company when it invests in their training, while 68% reported to the HR Exchange that training and development are the most critical policies in a company. How can managers support their teams? Provide resources. Based on the stats that I just shared, employees recognize their lack of skills and their need for training and development. So create an environment that supports this. It's a benefit not only to the individual, but the organization and your entire team as they improve performance, better employee retention, and engagement. Reflecting back on the LinkedIn stat that I just shared on 94% of employees who will stay longer at a company that invest in their training, if this is the organizational culture, you'd be developing a pipeline of strong future leaders. An investment in an employee's professional development is an investment in the organization's sustained success by improving financial performance, talent retention, driving strategic execution, and navigating change. How can IEEE assist employees and the managers with these challenges? I'd like to now introduce the IEEE Professional Development Suite, a collection of specialized training programs developed for engineers and technologists with options to suit professionals at any stage in their career. Comprised of the IEEE Rutgers Online Mini MBA, IEEE Leading Technical Teams, and the IEEE Communication Society's Intensive Wireless Communication Course Series and Advanced Topics in Wireless Course Series. At this time, I'd like to pass it over to Tara McNally, who will give you additional information about the IEEE Communication Society's educational offerings. At this time, I'll pass it over to you, Tara.
Thank you, Ingrid. All right, hello everyone. I'm glad to be here to share with you some information about the newest additions to the Professional Development Suite and continuing with the theme of staying current, competitive, and gaining new insights into engineering technologies are these live online course series from IEEE Communication Society. IEEE Communication Society, also known as ComSoc, is thrilled to be offering these live online course series to support your understanding of a range of wireless communication technologies. All courses in these series are continuously updated and receive very positive customer feedback ratings in our post-course evaluations. These instructors have been teaching in the IEEE ComSoc training program for several years and have anywhere from 20 to 40 years of professional experience that they bring to these courses. I also want to mention that if you have a group of individuals on your team that are interested in taking these courses, it is really useful to your team because it helps to create a consistent knowledge base and helps teams speak the same language related to wireless technologies. Courses also provide core knowledge and can be used as a refresher and to help prepare learners to move on to more advanced topics. And it also helps learners prepare for other certifications and to maintain their professional licensure. Now, to talk specifically about the Intensive Wireless Communications course series, this course series was actually originally created to help engineers who were preparing for a rigorous wireless certification exam. So it does include the essential topics and concepts that every wireless engineer should be familiar with. These topics were identified in collaboration with representatives from industry, and completion of all 4 courses will provide participants with a breadth of overall knowledge on core wireless communication technologies. The complete course series includes 21 hours of instruction that's delivered by seasoned wireless communication professionals. These expert instructors discuss topics in easy to understand style that includes rule of thumb examples that you can apply right on the job. I also want to mention that one of the other great benefits of offering this course series live is that each time it is offered, the instructors have the opportunity to review the materials and provide updated information in that current offering so that you're always getting the most up-to-date information. Upon completion of all 4 courses, participants will receive the Intensive Wireless Communications digital badge. Now, we just concluded the March-April sessions for the Intensive Wireless Communications series. However, you have plenty of time now to prepare for the next offering of this course series, which is in September and October. And you can also see that we'll be planning this course series again for next March and April as well. We hope you can join us for the course series that's offered later this year. And you can find more information about this course series on the website, and you can just scan that QR code right on your screen. Now to talk to you a little bit about the Advanced Topics in Wireless course series. This course series provides an intermediate level of instruction on more advanced topics in wireless communication. These courses are led by instructor Fidelis Ballas, who has many years of experience in delivering corporate training. His style is a little different than the instructors who teach the intensive wireless communication courses, since at this level, the instructor really wants to show course participants how these technologies work on a deeper level. This course series is a good follow-up to the intensive wireless communications courses, so participants can deepen their knowledge in wireless communications. Participants in this course series will develop a comprehensive view of 5G new radio technology, a profound understanding of the implementation aspects of all of the ITU specific case categories. For example, enhanced mobile broadband, massive IoT, and URLLC, and a robust foundation on the network architecture evolution technology enablers toward fully open radio access networks. Completing these 3 courses in the series, you will receive the Advanced Topics in Wireless digital badge. This course series actually begins next week, so you still have time to register and join us for this course series. We'd love to have you, and you can learn more about how to register, and you'll get more details on what's covered in all 3 courses on our website or by scanning the QR code on your screen now. Now it's my pleasure to hand things over to Jennifer McLean, who will be discussing the Leading Technical Teams program. Jennifer?
Thanks, Tara. Thanks very much. Yes, so I'd like to introduce you to our IEEE Leading Technical Teams program. This is a live, in-person, or virtual learning program that helps build and expand effective leadership skills with a specific focus on the unique challenges that come when leading technical groups. The program provides a unique opportunity for leaders to immerse themselves in an interactive learning experience through a live, in-person, or virtual 6-hour interactive training session coupled with detailed and personalized 360-degree feedback from their own company or selected leaders, managers, direct reports, and peers. The program includes customized case studies that were developed by IEEE technical leaders. And these case studies are designed to spur discussions in important areas, such as collaboration challenges over the course of rapidly evolving technology, challenges of unifying diverse and globally located teams, issues surrounding communication, documentation, compliance issues, and more. The program's a great way to obtain critical 360-degree feedback, as well as engage in valuable peer coaching. So a little bit about who should attend. It is specifically designed for technical leaders. And this would include team leaders, managers, directors of engineering and technology teams. And it is specifically for people who've been in their roles for a minimum of 6 months. So we'd like folks who have sort of settled into the role that they're in prior to joining the cohort and taking part of the 360-degree feedback from peers. The program, upon successful completion, includes a digital badge and a digital certificate of completion. These are coming with 6 professional development hours and 0.6 continuing education units. These credit-bearing certificates are valuable also to people who are needing to maintain their professional engineering licenses. They are secured and verifiable credentials, and they're easily uploadable to your social media, such as LinkedIn. It's a one-click process, and so it's a great way for people who have completed the program to share that they have acquired these additional skills. As far as some upcoming sessions, we just completed one, but there are 4 more opportunities this year to participate in scheduled sessions. And then I also want to highlight that we have customized company-specific cohort opportunities available as well. So if you're an individual person and you'd like to join one of our upcoming sessions, we will welcome you into those sessions. But if you also are part of a company and you'd like a larger customized training, we can offer that as well. So the next opportunity is coming up in September, the 24th and the 25th. These are back-to-back days, 3 hours per day. And we've scheduled them to accommodate people all over the world. So the September cohort will be scheduled to accommodate people mostly in the North American time zones. The October session that you see will be scheduled to accommodate those in the European time zones. And in November 4th and 5th, we'll be targeting the folks that are in the Asia Pacific area. And then we are having a face-to-face opportunity late in the year out in our California office in San Jose, California on November 7th. And so I encourage you to follow the QR code here to learn more information about these upcoming sessions. And I will now turn it back over to Ingrid.
Great, thank you, Jennifer. So I just want to talk a little bit about the IEEE Rutgers Online Mini MBA for Engineers and Technology Professionals. This partnership between IEEE and Rutgers Business School Executive Education is now in its 5th year. The Online Mini MBA is a 12-week program that includes self-paced modules, live interactive sessions with the business school faculty, and culminates with a capstone project that can also be customized. The program was developed by engineers who come from industry and have real-world experiences to help bridge the gap between business and engineering for growth into management roles. Here are just a few of the modules: sales and marketing, managing new product development, financial statements. We started a new one, data-driven problem solving, in addition to the leadership negotiations and intellectual property strategy. This program offers the similar type of education found in a traditional MBA. And for those of you who have gone through your engineering degrees, this gives you an opportunity to develop business acumen and business skills in a shorter and more condensed format that's efficient and less expensive, and also provides a stackable micro-credential from an accredited learning institute. Who is eligible to take this program? It's intended for engineers who come from any industry, actually, and you're looking to expand your business skills, which are important to career development and career success. And also, it will complement your technical capabilities. Now, we will be moving on to our Q&A portion, so please remember to submit a question by clicking the orange-red Q&A icon. And I'll pass it over to Jennifer.
Thanks, Ingrid. So yes, please go ahead and submit any questions that you have for us through the Q&A window, and we will answer as many as time allows. I do have one of them. Tara, are you, just want to make sure you're still with us. Yes, hi.
I'm here, yeah.
Okay, great. Are the wireless courses suitable for engineers that do not have any prior experience in wireless, or do you need to have a baseline knowledge to participate?
Yeah, so as long as you have the engineering background, these are introductory level. So a lot of the content may be something that engineers haven't seen since college, university, so it's a great refresher for them. We do list all of the topics covered on our website, so if anyone wants to dig in a little bit more to see if it's a good match for them, we have that information available.
Okay, great, thank you. And are the courses interactive? Can people ask questions in real time?
Yes, yeah, that's one of the great benefits about having these courses online as live sessions, because participants will have direct access to the instructors. They can submit course-related questions to them and then get responses. Everyone who is participating in the session benefits from hearing those questions and the answers from the instructors. And also, if we run out of time in a live session and a question goes unanswered, we do commit to providing answers to the entire class after the session. So we'll send out answers to any outstanding questions in email to everyone who was participating in the course.
Nice, thank you. Ingrid, we have a question for you. In my company, we have our own training and educational courses that are free to me. What advantages does IEEE Rutgers Mini MBA have over what my company is providing?
Okay. Thank you for that question. So that's great. In-house programs, they definitely can be cost effective to you and your organization. But the difference between this program and potentially what you have in-house is that it's from an accredited institution, which I mentioned at the end of the description of the actual program. And it, again, offers a stackable micro-credential that you can take with you to your company. Not to mention, because we are IEEE, we have access to industry subject matter experts. One of the important things that I must emphasize about this program, especially since we've been in partnership for 5 years, is that all of the content has definitely been created for engineers and those in technology. Those professors, again, are from industry. They have engineering backgrounds. We have, great relationships with them, and having understanding of what the balance of work and life means. That's why I think, the asynchronous self-paced modules are extremely helpful as well. And then everything that you learn in this program also is relevant and can be used right away in your day-to-day work life. If the current program that's led by your HR team, they may not have the technical background that I'm speaking about. So for, that's definitely relevant directly for engineers and technology leaders.
Great. Thank you, Ingrid. Here's another one. How long is the mini MBA program? For example, if I were to sign up for the September session, when could I expect it to end?
Okay, if you don't mind, I'm just going to go back to the session. So for example, it is a 12-week program. So there are 10 modules. So there's a virtual office hour for each session. So that's 10 sessions, 10 weeks. And then you have time to work on your capstone, which is part of your final project, and has to be submitted along with a final exam. So from end to end, for example, if you sign up for the September session, you should be finished probably at the end of November. Most of our sessions, we try to make sure that they finish within the calendar year. A lot of our participants are also on where they can get reimbursed, for that. And so they need to be done within that same calendar year. It's very challenging to have that carried over for reimbursement. Hopefully that answers the question. And also we do have upcoming sessions. Anyone is open to it can enroll also to any of these sessions. So Asia Pacific, for example, we have starting in May, we have a semiconductor one. And what that means is that the capstone is specific to the semiconductor industry, and that starts in June. The September session is an open session for anyone who wants to attend. And then the power and energy session is specific, again, to a capstone that culminates the program with something directly affiliated with power and engine and energy. So all of these sessions are available. And then the virtual office hours for Asia Pacific are set up to accommodate that time zone.
Great, thank you. And then just sticking with the mini MBA for a minute here, are there discounts available for IEEE members for the mini MBA?
Yes, absolutely. We always offer our members a 10% discount. That is standard for any session. Even if you're in a company cohort, if you are able to get 10 or more members from your company and there are IEEE members within that cohort, the 10% discount is still extended.
Nice. Okay, great. Thank you. And this one, Tara, is for you. Oh, I just lost it. Sorry, it just disappeared.
Yeah, no, I did see a question in Q&A, Jennifer. It might have been the one you were looking at. It was about how to register for the Advanced Topics in Wireless course that starts next week. So yes, if you go to this website, use this QR code. A lot of the information on there is about training a team, how to purchase for a group. We do also offer individual registrations for all of our courses. And I did post a link, and I can add another one. But in the Q&A, in my reply to that question, I posted a link to where you can find it. You can also go to comstock.org/training, and you'll see any of our upcoming courses there as well.
Okay, thank you. Great, thank you.
Sure.
There's a question regarding leading technical teams. So this one's for me. Can the leading technical teams be customized for my company? I'm thinking this could be a good team builder for my team. Is this something we could partner on? And yeah, the answer to that is definitely. We can customize the session. for your company cohort. We could, as I mentioned, we have customized case studies that we've developed that are part of the program, but that might be one good area where we could jointly develop a case study that you would like the team to take a look at, and that way you could have a bit of a deeper dive. And that session could be held at the company itself, or we could do it virtually, whatever would be best for your company. Let me see here. I have another question. I'm interested, Ingrid, this one would be for you. I'm interested in the mini MBA. Is this, you sort of touched on this earlier. Is this something my company might be able to pay for? If so, how could I pitch this to my manager?
Yes, absolutely. So we have had participants have their company pay. As I mentioned earlier in the presentation, the benefits of professional development are not just for the individual. It also carries over to the organization, the individual's team, as well as the manager. What we do to encourage payment options, if they can either go to the bit.ly or scan the QR code. What we'd love is for one of our sales managers to be able to talk to them and share with them the options that we've had, because we've had different scenarios. We've had payment plan options. We've had companies pay for the professional development, individuals who pay for it, pay for it in advance and then also get reimbursed. But there's several ways that we could get you started, particularly in one of the sessions that we have coming up this year. But again, there are different payment options, and we have had several. I mean, we have hundreds that have gone through, but several have had their company pay for it. And we give, because it's an accredited institution, our partnership in Rutgers, that allows for the professional development to actually carry over, so the organization is confident in paying for this type of education.
Super, thank you, Ingrid. And this question, I think, sort of pertains to all of our different programs. Do all of the programs offer CEUs? Can I use these for my professional license credits? And I can answer that one myself for leading technical teams. Yes, it does come with the continuing education units and professional development hours. They're equal to six professional development hours, and those can be used to maintain licensure if that's something that someone is looking for. I don't know, Ingrid or Tara, if CEUs are included in your programs.
I could go first, Ingrid, if you don't mind. So yes, for the intensive wireless communications and advanced topics in wireless, we do offer CEUs. We issue them for each of the individual courses in this series. But overall, if you take all the courses in the intensive wireless, you'll get 21 hours of instruction. So that's a little over 2 IEEE CEUs. And then with the advanced topics in wireless, that's 24 hours of instruction. So it's 2.4 IEEE CEUs.
Yep. And yes, we do issue those. Because of our partnership with IEEE and Rutgers Business School, the CEUs are issued by IEEE. And then we also offer digital badge, which is also that is offered by Rutgers Business School. So there's a few certificates and credentials that you get from taking this program. So in addition to the CEUs.
Terrific. Thank you very much. We have a couple more questions. I'm interested in both mini MBA and leading technical teams. I think both might be applicable, but I'm not sure. Is there any advice you can offer in choosing one over the other? Ingrid, maybe you want to go first on this one?
Sure. So, what our program, the IEEE Mini MBA, offers is those engineers and technologists that are looking to move into a managerial role. So, I think that if you're looking to, well, say you're a researcher and you want to go into a managerial role, that the Rutgers Online Mini MBA would be a start. And then if you, and I don't want to answer for you, Jennifer, but then, subsequently, if you're looking to go into a leadership role after that managerial role, I would say leading technical teams would be something to do as well. But Jennifer, I'll let you add to that because you know more about the program than I do. But in terms of, the online mini MBA, it is to bridge that gap for business and engineers. So if you're looking to move, again, if you're in the lab and as a researcher and you're looking to manage or move into a manager's role, I would start with the online mini MBA.
Yeah, I agree with you. That makes sense to me. So building up those management skills, the business skills, and then once you are in a position of leadership, working on those essential skills, leadership beyond the business skills. So I think that makes sense to approach it in that order. Let me take a look here. Are the professional development offerings, so all of these collectively, for individuals and teams and companies? Could we just clarify, are they're applicable to individual people and not just broader teams? Tara, maybe you could start us off.
I'd be happy to. Yes. It's great to have your team trained for a group of your team members to go through the training together. However, if that's not possible, we do offer individual registrations for any of the courses. You can actually register as an individual for the entire series, or just pick and choose which courses out of that series you'd like to complete. So yes, so yeah, there is individual registration available. If your team wants to participate together as a group, we encourage that too.
Great. And yeah, leading technical teams, same situation, right? So if you have a company cohort, we're happy to arrange for that. Otherwise, individuals, yeah, welcome to join us.
Yep, and the same for the online mini MBA. The slide where I showed the sessions, those are set up for individuals. But what's great about the company cohorts, if you have 10 or more, then you can basically schedule the date that's convenient for the company and organization, as well as have the option to customize the capstone that specifically addresses a real world problem that is going on at that particular company. Definitely options.
Yeah, lots of good options. This one is for Tara. How do I know which Communication Society course to choose from? So what's the difference between the intensive versus advanced topics course?
Sure. So the intensive wireless communications kind of gives you a baseline on the breadth of wireless engineering topics. So it's going to cover things from fundamentals in cellular and non-cellular communications, network and service architecture, those sort of things. And then the advanced series is a step up. It's an intermediate level of instruction. And then it does go into a little bit more technical detail. So you do need to have a little bit more background information to really benefit from the advanced topics in wireless. So if you're looking to just get a refresher on wireless communications, intensive wireless is the place to start.
Great, thank you, Tara. And then how often does the advanced topics repeat? As I can only make one of the three, but are interested in attending all of them.
Sure, that's a great question. So all of our live courses are recorded, actually. So if you register for a course and something comes up in your schedule, you have a scheduling conflict, you're not able to attend the live session, you can simply review the recording of that session. You'll still get the same credits, same benefits, but you'll just be watching the recording instead of participating in the live session. If that doesn't work for you, we do offer each of these course series twice a year, usually in the first and third quarters of the year, about that. So we have our dates up on the website. We try to set them as early as we can. We don't have 2025 dates set yet, but we do have our September, October, November dates set. So we encourage you, if you can, complete all the courses in that same time frame. It's probably, you'll benefit from a discount from registering for them all together at the same time. But if that doesn't work for you, you can always register for the individual courses separately and take it from there.
Great, thank you. And we have just a couple more. So how does the professional development training help a postdoctoral who is working in industry? So I think any one of us could answer this. I mean, from a perspective of the leading technical teams, if you've entered industry and are in a position of leadership, extended training in that particular area, in the corporate environment that you're working in, especially if your teams are spread across organizationally, that could be something that would be attractive, perhaps to you. Ingrid, I'm not sure in the Rutgers mini MBA space, I suppose the extra business skills training might be attractive.
Absolutely. As I mentioned, that we see the program for anyone who's in technology and engineering at all levels. I think what we found basically for the program, it really gives you the effectiveness of a mini MBA, but in a more succinct time frame. So, and definitely less expensive in terms of time and money, finances. So if you're in a postdoctorate and you are already developing engineering skills, this would be an opportunity to now balance those engineering and technical skills with business skills for this particular program.
Super. Thank you. Tara, are the IEEE e-learning courses like advanced topics in wireless or intensive wireless communications available to us as part of the IEEE Explore Enterprise licensing, or is this a separate?
This is a separate add-on to that, but it can easily be added on to your company's subscriptions. And if you follow the QR code to the website, it'll give you information on how to contact someone to learn more about how to have that added on.
Okay, great. There's a question about course fees. So specific to the power and energy session, which is happening in September, but I suppose this is just a question overall about the course fees. Ingrid, maybe you could just.
Sure. So for any fees and information about scheduling the program, I would encourage that person or those people interested in the program to scan the QR code or go to the bit.ly link. There are several pricing options as well as discounts available. But it would be beneficial to have that conversation directly with someone from IEEE. So please do scan the QR code or the bit.ly link and set up some time to talk with one of our staff members here.
And I could add to that as well for the ComSoc courses. We do have pricing for individuals available on our website, and we offer discounts to IEEE members and ComSoc members. But for groups like similar to what Ingrid was saying, yeah, please contact a sales representative. They can give you more specific information on the price, because it will vary depending on the size of your group that is interested in participating in the training.
Mhm.
Thank you. And the same applicable to leading technical teams as well. So super. Here's a question. I'm an engineer, but a lecturer in a university. Do I have space in your program? And, you know, the answer is yes. You know, for leading technical teams, you know, technical teams exist in lots of different organizations, including at the university level. And so while it might not be applicable as a lecturer, it would certainly be applicable to team leadership. I'm not sure whether Tara or Ingrid, you want to comment on this?
Sure, I can. The ComSoc courses would certainly be helpful to someone in your position if you want to get a refresher on some things that maybe you haven't touched on in a little while, or in the advanced topics area, if you want to dive in a little bit deeper into those technologies, so that you can stay fresh and share your knowledge learned with the university community. That's a great way to do it.
Yeah. And I would agree. I think that, again, I have to emphasize that the mini MBA program is intended for engineers and technology professionals in all industries looking to expand their business skills. So if for some reason at some point in time you want to pivot into, you know, some other role, that this, again, would balance those engineering technical skills and add that business acumen that you may be missing.
Two more questions. The first one is regarding the Rutgers Mini MBA. Ingrid, is this really and truly an MBA and certified? What's the difference there in a mini MBA?
Yeah, so this is actually equivalent to one elective MBA course. So for those of you who are familiar with how intense and quite more course work has expectations for a full mini MBA, just to give you some gauge that this is equivalent to one elective MBA course. But what we do is, again, go through 10 topics of business skills specific in a 12-week program. So for those of you who have done MBAs or are considering an MBA, this will also give you an opportunity to get a taste of what it is to then dedicate yourself to a time, but this will do it in a shorter amount of time. The 12 to 14 weeks time frame will give you an understanding of what then a full MBA will look like. And it is from an accredited institution, Rutgers Business School Executive Education. So you do receive a certificate of completion for this 12-week course. And it also allows for you, if you would like to move forward in a full MBA, give you a credit waiver for one elective course as well.
Great. And last question here, since these are all online, do any of these programs offer an in-person / live human interaction? So Tara, maybe we could start with you.
Sure, thanks, Jennifer. Yes, these are live sessions, so participants can ask questions. They can submit them to instructors in real time in the sessions, and the instructors will address those questions. The other piece that's interactive in our courses is that we do have knowledge check tests. We offer them as polls. They're not formally graded, but it just gives an opportunity for the instructors to check in with the course participants so that they can gauge how well the information is being received and see if they have to go back and talk about a specific topic, if they were getting feedback from those polls that maybe something needs to be clarified. So we do have interaction in these in the intensive wireless and advanced topics in wireless courses. So you're not just sitting there hearing a lecture for hours. You have the chance to ask questions and participate in some of these polling knowledge checkpoints throughout the day.
Nice.
Thanks, Jen.
Great. Thank you. And Ingrid, do you want to comment?
Sure. So while the mini MBA is self-paced modules, there are opportunities to interact with the instructors. There is a virtual office hour that is live for each of the 10 modules. In addition, there are collaboration boards where you can interact with those who are in your cohort, whether it's the mixed cohort or a company cohort. And similar to what Tara mentioned, we also do some check-ins periodically through the program. This program is not meant for you to do in solitude. So although you have the flexibility to go through the modules on your own, there are several opportunities to engage not only with your instructors, but other participants within the cohort.
And for leading technical teams, there's a lot of interaction, right? This is a little bit different. So there's the 360-degree feedback tool. So that the results from that for each individual person are presented to that person during the live sessions, right? So that would be live virtually or live in person. So you will physically be interacting with other people that are part of the cohort, talking about, you know, results that you yourself have received regarding leadership skills, and actually engaging with people as part of, you know, peer-to-peer coaching. And so it is highly interactive, actually. So I think that brings us, Ingrid, to the end of our Q&A. We've cleared out the inbox here, so I'll turn it back over to you.
Well, thank you all for all of your questions. Thank you to Jennifer and Tara for joining me today. We appreciate all that both of you shared on the Professional Development Suite. Again, I encourage everyone to please, if you have additional questions, to scan the QR codes or go to the bit.ly links for additional information. I also encourage everyone to check out the Education Week website, which is the educationweek.ieee.org, to find more educational events and resources from IEEE, which we hope to inspire you on your journey of lifelong learning. As noted earlier, the on-demand link will be emailed to all registrants in approximately 2 hours. But before you leave, please don't forget to complete this feedback survey, which is via the pink survey tool at the bottom of your screen. And again, I want to wish you all a great day and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.